Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. Taking a look now at the market leading stocks via our scans for this coming session. That's going to be for Monday, April 22nd, 2013. Today's expiration day, so a lot of things are being pulled to particular levels, but we do have a couple of signals and definitely some decent volume. Got a pretty strong day here going in Amgen as they're pushing that up. It's about 1% above the VWAP and almost 3% above the open. Got a volume bump in Altera today. That one's fairly weak. That's 1% below the open. Google's having a very, very strong session as they're taking it up towards that $800 level right now. 2 times the typical volume. It's 2% above the VWAP and 4% above the day's open. We've got an upside CPS signal in CLAC, KLAC. Note the low volume though. Sina has a differential buy signal, but it's again on a lower volume. Moving on to the financials, a little bit better to buy here, but most of them are on fairly skinny volume. American Express is having a good day. We've got an upside CPS buy signal. It's trading the best volume out of the group, and it's about 1% above today's VWAP and strongly above today's open, so I would have that on the list for Monday. Energy names are kind of paired off, but there's definitely some weakness. BTU, that was strong yesterday, really gave it all back, and is one of the weaker names today. Also seeing pretty acute weakness in Schlumberger SLB, more than 5%, almost 6% below the open, on 1.5 times the typical volume. Definitely, that thing has been in play, and I'm definitely going to be on top of that for next week as well. Generals are a little bit better to the buy side. Got a couple of volume bumps as you would expect with the earnings coming out now, and also with expiration. IBM's just getting crushed today, 2.5% below the open and 1% below the VWAP, and that's after a large gap down. Note the volume there. HPQ is showing a camouflage buy signal. GE's trading big volume after earnings. Deere's got a upside CPS buy signal, and Caterpillar's got a differential buy signal. VMware, which we played today on the short side successfully, is having a tough day. Still 2% below the day's open on increasing volume. Housing names are a little bit better today than they have been. Pretty tough week for them, starting to level off here a little bit. Got a buy signal of the differential kind for the NVR shares. Seen some pretty good strength in DHI, Home Depot, Lowe's. These are all and Hovnanian, all up more than 1.5% from the day's open. Commodity names are fairly well paired off here. There's still some weakness in a lot of these miners, so that's still running its course. ABX is almost 3% below the open. Silver, wheat, and SLW is having a tough go at it today, 4% below the day's open. Well, that's going to be it for today and this week. Hope to see you again next week. This has been Rich for tradesight. See you next week.